What's going on, guys? As you see, I pulled the trigger on the Feiyutech A2000. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on it. Hang around, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be right back. What's going on, guys? Out here off the Dome Media Group. I'm gonna jump right in. Obviously, as you know, I've been hyping on needing a single-handed gimbal for a couple of months now. And so this is what I decided to go with for a couple of reasons. One, the price, and then the price combined with the dual handle option was just something that I couldn't really get past. Now, obviously, I haven't gotten the chance to get out and shoot any footage just yet, so I will get that done as soon as possible. But I just want to kind of go over the pluses and minuses that I see so far, just kind of setting it up and playing with it and just kind of getting used to it. Obviously, this is not an unboxing. There are plenty of unboxing videos out there for that. I just want to kind of cut to the chase and get to the basic functions and what I think to this point. And moving forward from there, I'll do the actual footage test to see how things turn out. So anyway, obviously the functions it has, we have the joystick up here. We have a mode button and a camera button or a shutter button, and then we have a trigger up here. The first function, which is the default function that it starts up with, is the pan mode. So you can adjust the pan. You can move left and right and so forth while you're moving around, obviously, and it will stay. The tilt is not affected, just the panning. The next mode is the pan and tilt mode. So now it will pan and tilt. And so let's say if I was to follow the camera, which I'm not, I need practice, but you can kind of see, you can pan, it will pan and tilt. So that's function 2. Then number 3 is the selfie mode. So you hit the button 3 times and reset it with the trigger. Hit it 3 times and it will turn and it will go into selfie mode. So if you want to vlog with it, which would be a challenge. And then there's actually a auto rotation mode, which is 4 clicks of the mode button. And what happens is that you can actually set it for time lapses. Let's say I want to set the start position here, click the button, and then set it to the final position, click it again, and it will spin back around and it will start and it will go through and end in that. It'll start at the start position and end at your end position and then come back and reset. So I think I have it set at 12 seconds. Again, that is resettable in the, you can go up to 8 hours and you can reset that actually in the app. The other thing one thing that I wanted to talk about that I was concerned with was the tripod legs that I've seen in some of the other reviews that it came with. Were small. This particular one came with some larger tripod legs, pretty long, and they're actually adjustable to 2 heights. So moving back, I want to say this with respect to balancing. It's pretty straightforward if you've ever done a gimbal. It takes practice. I got it down. I did it about 3 or 4 times in a row with different lenses just to kind of test it out. And it's not difficult. It's just getting used to it. So, but so far so good with respect to that. Now this is obviously the single-handed mode, but you also have the option to go with the dual handlebar mode, which looks like. So now in the dual handlebar mode, pretty much the features are the same. You just have more control. It's in the default panning mode right now. So as you can see, and I have it set pretty, there's what's called dead space. I think I have it set at 3 degrees, and that's the amount of space that it will take to move, or the number, the percentage, or the degrees, I should say, that it will move before the gimbal actually kicks in and starts to move. And you can actually adjust the speed also. So this is the panning and the tilting mode. So yeah, so you can kind of see. The controls on the handlebars are exactly the same. This is the selfie mode. I'm sorry. So everything works the same. So But yeah, so now, so far so good. The only problem that I have is the app. And that was one of the things that I heard on a lot of the reviews. They were talking about the app. To be quite honest, the app sucks. It connects probably for me personally, 1 out of every 5 times I'm getting it to connect, maybe 1 out of 6. It'll connect and then maybe it'll lose it or so forth. I shut down the app, restart it, and try it again. I did that about 5 or 6 times. The app is pretty intuitive. All your settings are in there. You can adjust the speeds of the motor and so forth. Some of the other gimbals actually has an OLED display that you can actually see everything and make the changes right then and there on the gimbal, as opposed to going into the app and making the changes. But other than that, the other thing that could be a quirk, it is for me, is that the case, it comes with a really nice case. However, it's completely broken down in the case and so forth. But the thing is that when you assemble the gimbal, it's together. Once you put your camera on there and you balance it, it's not going back in the case in the same position. So it's not like you can balance your camera, go out on a shoot, break it down, put it in the case, and keep moving. That can't happen. You have to, and it's easy. It's toolless, but what happens is basically you have to put the gimbal back in the shape that it was in the die cut in the foam. And so basically what I'm saying is each time you take it out or you pack it away, you have to not just rebalance it, but completely rebalance it with respect to all the arms and everything, just to pack it up. So if you're out on a shoot or on a job or whatever the case may be, if you have some other way to potentially carry it, it does fold up pretty small. You might want to just leave it like that for the day and not throw it back into the case until you're done for the day. Because each time you try to put it back in the case, when you take it out, you're going to have to completely rebalance it. It's not difficult, it just takes practice. So anyway, that's about it. I think that pretty much covered everything. So far, so good. I like it. I'm loving it. Little minor quirks, but as I said, I think it's nothing that I can't deal with. So there is a learning curve. Let me go back and say there is a learning curve. If you've never used a gimbal before, you're not going to pick it up and get smooth motion and this and that and things. It's going to take practice. So I'm going to put in the work and try to get some smooth footage out and some nice cinematic shots and so forth. Well, that's all I have for this right now. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And look to see you next time. Any questions, comments, leave them in the description below. Peace.